Do you want to be leaner, healthier, sexier? Do you wish to look good, feel good, and have more energy? Would you like to reduce your risk of diseases? If you've said yes to any of that, you've come to the right place. And that's because all of this can be achieved by reducing the deadly body fat. Hello, I'm Peter, your fat loss teacher, and just before you enroll now on my free fat loss course, in this short video, I'm going to give you a quick tour of what you will discover on my free training. If you're watching this and you're older, you've come to the right page, because I'm a middle-aged man myself. There you go, that's me, and I walk my talk, and the reason is because excess body fat doesn't just make you look bad and feel bad and make you feel tired. I'm sure you already know that excess body fat is the #1 threat to your health and your life. So if you're all interested in your better health and well-being, the start of that journey is to reduce your deadly body fat levels. And that's why I'm putting on my free fat loss course for you to make this important first step. The first thing we're going to discover is what's wrong with most fat loss attempts. I've had a lot of new students enroll in my courses over the years, and they've told me that they're frustrated, jaded, and they've practically given up hope on their ability to lose the deadly body fat and get into shape. Now, I've been teaching health professionally to people just like you for over 12 years now, and it's been over 12,000 people. And I can tell you from my experience that the #1 reason why people get stuck in their ability to lose fat is that they are following bad fat loss information. The first thing we're going to learn on my free fat loss course is that I am going to name and shame the 7 biggest, most common fat loss misconceptions and mistakes that everybody makes so that you can avoid making those same mistakes yourself. You're also going to learn on my free fat loss course the 4 master key habits for you to reduce and lower your body fat levels successfully for the long term. And the 4 master key habits are psychology, food, strategy, and movement. And we'll dive back into these 4 key habits in a moment. The reason why my fat loss course is different is because I see everybody trying to lose the deadly lard with discipline and denial. And the problem that I have with discipline and denial is that it just doesn't work for very long. Typically, people can manage discipline and denial for about a week, and after that, they're absolutely exhausted, tired, just tired, and then they just cave in and then eat the whole cake shop or pizzeria. And that's what's called self-sabotage or pigging out. So discipline and denial don't last long enough for you to be successful. And this is called yo-yo dieting. Now, we see quite a few pictures on fat loss sites. I always find it funny because here you see the before, then you see the after, but what you don't see is the after that. And we need to make that distinction that we don't just want to lose weight for a week or 2 and then put it back on again and be back to where we started. No! What we want is our goal needs to be long-term healthy fat loss success. And the only way for us to achieve long-term healthy fat loss success is by cultivating the healthy habits that lead to long-term healthy fat loss success. And you're going to learn exactly how to cultivate those healthy habits on my free fat loss course. When we look at the 4 key master habits that lead to long-term healthy fat loss success, we're going to do some troubleshooting for you, my friend. And that way, we're going to be able to establish which are the 4 key master habits you need to polish up on and improve your game. I find that when we look at the 4 key habits that people can be held back in these areas. #1, psychology. Now you know you've got a psychology issue if you know to eat right, but you don't want to, and instead you just want to eat the bad food. You know you've got a psychology problem if you know that exercise is a good thing, but instead you're a couch potato. So there, more information on food and exercise is not going to be what's needed. It's going to be a change in your psychology so that you want to eat the right food and so that you want to do the exercise. We're going to cover that on my free fat loss course. The second thing we're going to look at is food. It's amazing how many new students come to me and say, but Pete, I don't understand it. I'm eating healthy. I'm eating natural. How come I'm hanging on to all this excess blubber? I don't get it. And what I need to tell you, my friend, is that it is possible to even eat too much of the right food. And so this is where that you need to polish up and improve your game in the knowledge and understanding of what food breaks down into, and that is the macronutrients, and there's 3 of them. We're going to look into all 3 of them and how much is too much and how much is too little on my free fat loss course. The third thing we're going to look at on my free fat loss course is strategy. Now, I did a survey with my students and they said to me that the number 1 problem that they faced is that they would discipline and deny themselves a bunch of food for about a week, and at the end of that they would just self-sabotage and blow it and pig out. And what they wanted is an anti-pigging out strategy. I don't know if you can relate to that. Pigging out is not the problem. It is instead a symptom of a different problem, which is a problem with a bad strategy. So if you have the experience of just blowing it and pigging out, you need to improve your strategy. And what you will learn on my free fat loss course is how you can be successful on a weekly basis. That means in 7 days from now, you can have a little bit less fat than what you have today. I'm not asking for you to move mountains. I'm just asking you to make measurable progress within a reasonable period of time. And 7 days is a reasonable period of time to lose, let's say, 200 grams of body fat. Most of my students are losing as much as 1 pound or half a kilo of body fat in a week. The 4th component of the 4 key master habits for you to learn is that not all types of movement give you the same benefits. There are some types of movements which increase your muscle size, and that's what provides the sexy look, and there's other types of movement which reduce specifically the body fat. And so we need to learn what kind of movements do what. And if you're older, then there's some great examples like Jeffrey Life and Ernestine Shepherd who show us that it doesn't matter how old you are, today is always the right day to make that first important step in improving your health by reducing the deadly lard. The reason why it is now critical for you to enroll and attend my free fat loss course is best described by Oxford University, and they did this absolutely colossal study of 895,576 people, and what Oxford University found was that overall, people who are hanging on to too much excess deadly body fat typically die anywhere between 2 years and 10 years earlier than their slimmer, leaner friends. And they don't die of anything fun. They don't have a great quality of life either. They typically get a tremendous amount of heart failure, stroke, diabetes, kidney failure, liver failure, and an increased amount of cancers. And I wouldn't want any of that happening to you. And the reason is because it's my passion in life to share the health information that makes a difference with people just like you. And the reason is because I believe that life is just a lot more fun when you're slim, lean, energetic, and disease-free. So please join me on my Fat Loss Fun adventure. It's my free course. So go ahead and hit the green button now to come on my free fat loss course. And then on the next page, select the time and the date you wish to attend. This is going to be a major leap in a new healthier direction for you. So enroll now and I'll see you at the webinar.